All right, this 5 minute thing really is kind of a pain in the neck. Maybe I have to like upgrade or something. I don't really feel like paying money. So anyway, off to the races again. Here we go. Goodbye to me. All right, so Marco Polo, historical situation, point of view. Marco Polo obviously is a merchant. He's interested in making money. What better way to talk about making money than talk about literally making money? You also have to think about who he's talking to. He's talking to merchants back home. So to some extent, he might go, hey, this is a really good idea. You know, we can do a lot of stuff with this paper. We don't have to just be limited to writing on it. We can, turn it into money, which is, quote, vastly lighter to carry about, which everybody's always interested in, as opposed to big sacks of gold. Ibn al-Atir. Okay, what's going on with him? Well, clearly, his point of view, he's devastation, so he's not happy about that. Who is he writing for? Probably other Islamic peoples, so you could say he's warning them. But you also got to think about the historical situation for this one. By 1220, the caliphate that was there, the Abbasid Caliphate, was in pretty shabby shape. It was in sad decline. Other Islamic states had managed to fend off the Crusaders. So really, this was kind of end of the line for the caliphate. Also, the Khwarazm Empire in what's now modern-day Iran was also in bad shape too. So to some extent, yes, he's talking about this massive destruction, but it's sort of a clearing away of existing states and institutions, which the Mongols then pick up for themselves. And lastly, does this have a point of view? No, it has no point of view. Does it have an audience? Well, Ramco World, blah blah, printing press. You're looking at for scholars, so that's not really that applicable. So this one really, document 5, I would not try to utilize in any way. I mean, you might, but I think the other 4 documents are a lot more useful to making an argument. So what argument might I make? As I said, you could come at it from a cause and effect. You could say, well, the Mongols came and they made all these changes, and some were good and some were bad. You could compare them. You could say, here's some positive ones, for instance, the spread of paper, the spread of technology, and here's some negative ones, the destruction, the exploitation of the Russians for tribute. So you come at it from a couple of different angles. But you got a fair bit to work with there. And as I said, you only got 45 minutes to work on these things. So really, this is about getting yourself situated in time. When's the timeline? Get some external information, and then pull the vital stuff out of each one of these documents. Just kind of skim through the document, look at the source carefully, read through it carefully, look to see what they're arguing or what they're talking about, and then just put together a quick argument. And then at the very end of these things, I always suggest close by restating your thesis. You don't really need a conclusion. Just restate that thesis just so you know where you're coming from. And then have a quick look back over the rubric. Make sure that you talked about some of this stuff. Also, another kind of good thing for the timeline is the broad historical context relevant to the prompt. That should be in your timeline. You should have all the information you need for that in your timeline. That's basically all I got for this. These are pretty straightforward. Check yours. What I'm going to do is I'm going to check through the ones that turned in. I'm going to return them to you. Check it against what I said. Check it against the rubric. See how you did. And take a stab at the next one. The next one is about the resistance to slavery and oppression among people of African descent. That being said, folks, I guess I will stop the video now, return myself. See if I can return. Wait a minute, where's my? See if I can return me to the screen. Oh well, you don't get to see me again. So, anywho, hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know. All right, email me. I'm more than willing to answer your questions. Thanks and goodbye.